Has it ever happened with you that you're doing something and your thought process just comes to a halt, a grinding halt? You don't see anything, you don't feel anything, you're not thinking anything. It's like a complete white board that has come in front of you. I know it's happened to me many times, and I keep wondering, what is this? And at times you suddenly feel very low. You don't know why, but you just feel like it's like a tire that's deflated and it's just settled down on the road. You can't move. I know for a fact that many people get nervous with this kind of thing happening to them, and they try to find reasons as to why is it happening with them. It's like the lights going off and now the lights have come back. So there's that momentary pause that happens. There we are, the lights go off again. This thing happens in our life. You have these pauses, you don't know why it's happening. And the point I'm trying to make here is that sometimes we go into a little bit of a panic state, and then we start looking out for reasons. In my experience, you don't need to look for reasons. It's a moment that you feel. It's something that happens to you. There is no need to build up a huge monster that is not existing. It's a matter of just going through the motion and letting it flow through. Just let it flow through. You don't have to make a mountain out of a molehill. It's not required. If you sat in an aircraft when you're taking a flight, I'm sure many of you have done that, and you sit on the window seat, and as the aircraft goes off the ground, off the tarmac, and it's climbing at its designated 15 degree or 20 degree climb, and you look out and you see the airport terminal, you see the surrounding buildings, they start getting smaller and smaller, they start shrinking. And when you reach a certain altitude, they look like a tiny little speck. It's like, and if you kind of relate that with a human being, it's like those very big, gigantic people, as we call ourselves sometimes, become little ants, as small as an ant. And after a certain altitude, they just vanish. You can't see them. The point I'm trying to make here is we tend to create something very big, and we think we are the biggest things alive on this planet. It doesn't matter man or woman, it's a thought process. And each one has got their own way of looking at those thoughts. We are a tiny speck in this huge cosmos. We are irrelevant. Our feelings are irrelevant. Our emotions are irrelevant. It doesn't really matter in the bigger context of things. Like I said, I speak through my experience, and my experience has taught me this, that each one of us throughout our life, we go through our ups and downs. And the law of life, I've said this umpteen number of times, what goes up has to come down, and what goes down has to come up. Each individual will go through it. That is why we are human beings. The point is, how much of that do we understand and absorb through the mental faculty? That is why it's there. If we are going to exaggerate, inflate, cause an inflation, economic inflation is something else, but mental and emotional inflation is a totally different ball game. That can cause havoc. So, do we understand it? And how much do we drum up this feeling that comes up inside us? If you've seen a river, have you ever seen a river stop in its path unless there's a dam constructed? And even if a dam is constructed, the water level keeps rising because the water is flowing until the point when it reaches a dangerous mark and the gates are opened for some of the water to go through. The water finds its way. Obstacles are nothing for it. It has a purpose, it has an objective, it goes towards it. Do we have the same way of thinking in our life? The ability to keep moving forward. These temporary blocks that come in our life, do we allow it to just play its role and move on? because that's what it will do. It will play itself out. We don't need to do anything. The point is, do you as a human being understand this? And when you have those low moments, do you fight it? Do you struggle with it? Or do you let it pass? Be with yourself and let it pass. Give it a thought. Have a lovely day.